This song just came to me as soon as I ended the last video. That song by Sierra. I think it's called Act Like a Boy. If I had a thing on the side, made you cry, would the roles switch up or would they still apply? If I played you like a toy, sometimes I wish I could act like a boy. Why you getting mad, but your man can't handle that? So that song just came to my mind. And it's just making me think about the fact that whole mindset that Sierra had, it was very interesting. And I say that because I feel like many things that toxic men out there do, they can't handle that. They really can't handle it. You know, she said that part, why you getting mad but your man can't handle it. I think that even if it's not a toxic man, even anybody that's toxic, what toxic people dish out, they cannot handle it. And for some reason, they feel like they could do it to people. And I just think that these toxic people have a tendency to gravitate towards people that they think they can control. And it takes a while for certain people to recognize what's really happening to them when they're being like tormented basically by toxic people like that. It takes certain people a while to even know what's happening to them. They could be going through all these crazy emotions, and because they don't have much experience in it, they don't know what's happening to them. They don't know how they're feeling, and they're trying to figure it out, but it's hard. So they kind of like just stay there like a sitting duck and continue to deal with some really messed up emotions from being mistreated. So it's also making me think about someone who is a mature man or woman is not going to cause chaos like that. They're going to nurture a relationship. They're going to make sure things are in order. They're going to be very organized with even how they approach you, things that they say to you, how they behave. It's going to be respect there. It's going to be so much respect that you're not going to really feel like you have to worry about that. Now, if you're in any type of relationship where you feel like you have to worry about if someone is going to mistreat you, play you, or if you're used to that energy, then you already know that they're very young-minded. There's a lot that they didn't learn, because someone who has reached a point of understanding as an adult, there's a lot that you deal with a younger minded person. There's a lot that they're not going to do that's in correlation with a young mind, or with someone who is just not mature, like, you know. So that's when you know you're dealing with someone who is young-minded by their behavior. If they're doing things where it's like every time you turn around you feel like you're getting played, that's a young mind. They could be old, but they could still be young-minded because they haven't grown up. They haven't learned from their experiences or their mistakes or their wins, if they had any. Like, you know, they're not learning. They're just alive, barely. You know, they're just breathing in and out, but they're doing the same things without growth. There's no growth. So they're just here messing with people, causing chaos. Okay, so if and I know many of you get into that mode where it's like, I'm gonna do what they did to me and see how they like it. I'm gonna give them a taste of their own medicine and see how they like it. But it's to the point where a lot of times that could be, I mean, it could be petty. Sometimes you might want to get a good jab in just because it feels good, but metaphorically speaking. But when you do that, it just turns into a mess, because it's gonna be like tit for tat, tit for tat. No, who has time for that? When you really on when you're really on your bully, when you're really on your game and you're moving towards a goal, you're not gonna have time for these little petty things Not unless you really feeling some type of way and you take it there for a second, just so you can feel a sense of gratification inside. Sometimes it's like that, I know. Sometimes it happens. And then you back out of the situation, you know, and then to just see how they're going to handle it, you know, because sometimes people do some messed up stuff to people and then expect you to just take it and not say a word. Like, no, honey. You're not fitting to push all that over here and then, you know, expect nothing from me. Like, you have to expect at least your perspective. They should at least expect your perspective. But see, sometimes people like this, even if you gave them your perspective, they would like alter it to make it seem like there's something wrong with you and twist it around on you. Definitely, if you're with someone who plays mind games like that, it's not even worth it to communicate with them because you already know what to expect. They will flip and twist, turn, change words around, twist up concepts that you were sharing with them about your life and your growth and your direction in life, and make it seem like you were talking about something totally different that completely offends them. Just the whole story just completely changes when they, you know, come at you with that type of energy. People like that it's not worth it. It's not worth it to even try, because sometimes you already know how a person is, and when you know, these are those moments where you back up. You're like, I already know where your head is at, so there's no point in me even trying to communicate with you because we're not going to get anywhere anyway. So I've already wasted enough time with you. I'm not going to waste more time, right? This is how I want you guys to think, because a lot of times people out here be wasting your time, right? You could be meditating and connecting to your spirit family so they can guide you and give you some good messages so you can apply them to your life and start to, you know, live in that creative mentality that you already have. Like, you know, see, that is worthwhile. But to be dealing with somebody who will have you going in circles in your mind and you don't know left from right, after talking to them, you feel like you need to just sit down. Like, you know, you don't even drink. You're like, I need a drink after that because what just happened? You know, those moments where someone could drive you to drink because they are so toxic that they just really try to confuse your world. The peace that you've created for yourself, they try their best to take it away from you every chance they get because they haven't found peace within themselves. So they want to take it from you. Never allow that in your life. That's like a given to, as soon as you see that, be gone. Tell them, be gone. Okay, my loves? Quick and in a hurry. The sooner, the better. Okay? If you would like to book a coaching call with me, or if you would like to purchase my book, go to www.MNHONEYROSE.org and you can do so there on my website. If you would like to donate to my Cash App, you can go to $MNHONEYROSE and you could do that there. I like how that sounds. Do that there. Anyway, everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video. I've written a book, and this book is an eagle's perspective of my journey. However, in a very profound way, my journey is also your journey, because we go through the same steps to try to understand why we're here, what is our purpose, and where are we going, and what should we actually be connected to, what's real and what's not, what's true and what's false, right? So this book that I've written gives you a roadmap to get to the place where you have been created to be.